I want to talk a little bit more in depth about the forward swing to contact, because in the fundamentals section we said you push off, you rotate your upper body, and you swing to contact all at the same time. That's true, but the timing of these individual steps is a little bit more nuanced. What effectively happens at a higher level is that the weight transfer and the upper body rotation precede the forward swing with your arm, and what that does is it transfers the power and energy created by your legs and your upper body into your arm and your racket, so that at contact you can be swinging as fast and as hard as possible and generate as much spin and as much pace on the ball as you possibly can. The way you do this is from the completion of your preparation, you push off and you rotate your upper body. As the racket drops down, your upper body starts to rotate back towards the net. And it's not until you set in your hitting arm position with the butt cap facing the oncoming tennis ball that your arm and racket swing as one piece from the shoulder to your contact point. We're looking straight down at Frank's forehand, and what I'm going to do is draw a line between his shoulders and the elbow of his hitting arm. This is the completion of his preparation, and what you'll notice is that this line is a straight line. He's going to keep this relationship from the completion of his preparation as he drops the racket down, and you'll be able to use this relationship to tell when he starts to swing forward. From the preparation, as the racket drops down, this relationship is a straight line. It stays a straight line, but then as he begins to swing forward, the upper arm and the elbow get ahead of his shoulder turn. And we're going to be able to see that here. The racket drops down, elbow, upper arm still in line with his shoulders, but now, and again, this corresponds more or less when he sets his hitting arm position, now the elbow and the upper arm get ahead of his shoulder turn, and then if we freeze at contact, it's clear his arm is now swung independently of his shoulders. His elbow and his arm are way ahead of his shoulders at this point. So again, let's rewind it one more time. Completion of the preparation. Let's put that line back real quick. All on the same plane, all on the straight line. He drops it down, and then once he sets the hitting arm, the arm and the racket swing independently of his shoulder turn to get to his contact point. Let's take a more traditional view of Frank's forehand, this one from the side. And from the completion of his preparation, what happens here, again, the shoulders and the upper arm and the elbow are all in a straight line. They're all in the same plane. And what happens first, he pushes off his back foot and his shoulders start to rotate. The racket is dropping down and it's swinging forward because his shoulders are swinging his arm, not because his arm itself is swinging. It's not until about right here when he establishes his hitting arm position, and we'll freeze it, still got that relationship, that same relationship, shoulders, upper arm in the same line, but now his arm swings independently of his shoulder turn. Shoulders are still rotating, but his arm is also swinging by itself to get to his contact point. And we'll rewind it slightly right here, racket, butt cap, pointing at the oncoming tennis ball. And it's the arm that swings from the shoulder to get the racket around again to his contact point.